Hey, what's up? Been a while. Been a while. How are folks doing? Hello, Fel. Hello. Thought we'd just do a little bit of a thing today. Talk a bit, you know? It's been a while. It's been a while. We've been meaning to stream for a while, and you know what? When it rains, it pours, because we're going to be streaming a lot today, probably. There is this Zatsu. We will be doing our Zatsu, but we'll also be doing a proper stream later tonight, probably, hopefully. Hi, Soda. Yeah, happy Pride. Thank you so much for noticing that we are indeed very prideful. We are full of pride. We are nothing but pride. It is mostly pride and prejudice hours here. Actually, very little prejudice. Mostly just pride. Let's see. A number of people have followed us over the weekend, it seems, but it seems like it's nothing that from people that are watching this stream currently. So we'll just say hello if you are here. Welcome, welcome, if you're new here. But let's see. Yes. By the way, before we begin, at the very top, from the very top, we would like to mention Happy Pride. Happy Pride Month. As you might have noticed from our flags here, we are trans, pan, demisexual, and polyamorous. It is fun. Generally, I think that is all you really gotta know about us. We just basically love everyone and get into a bunch of different relationships. Sometimes too many relationships. It's okay though. Also, another thing, I guess, also we already stream under it, but we are plural. Which Lily mentioned last night on their stream. So, good to mention that too. Plural folks probably need a little bit more recognition. Hard to find recognition out there. Never too many. Never too many. We could carry a few more flags maybe, but decided not to. We only have so many arms. Only so many free arms. Oh, wow. Well, let's see. We're not going to be waving these flags around all over the place. We're just going to put this up here. We're just going to put this maybe right here. We can make this a little smaller too. Haha. Then we'll take this, put you up here. Take this over here. Maybe we'll put you over here. Yes. There we go. How's that? Ask about the flags if you're ever curious. Whatever. We don't actually keep track much, but there's plenty of other flags that we could be doing here. Like I don't know, like being extremely gay. We could be extremely gay. Because despite everything, we are kind of lesbians, despite being pan, And we can also just... Where is that other flag? There it is. We're just going to put this here. Put you over here. Great. We got the United Nations going. It is good. It is all good. How's that? How is that? I think that's cute. Actually, hold on. Need to put this down a little bit here. Maybe down over here. I think that should cover it. Yeah. Or maybe a little lower. Yeah. So yeah, we have a number of things we can tell you today. Oh my god, there's so much going on in our lives right now. One of which today, the reason why we're a little late starting the stream, we were planning to start the stream way earlier, but instead we read the news, and that's always a bad idea, right? Never ever read the news. That's my advice to you. Just don't don't read it. It's terrible. Never read the news, because we woke up today to find out somebody wrote a very bad article on something that we're very knowledgeable about. Yeah, let's just say knowledgeable about. And it turns out, wow, how do you get things that wrong? Well, it's not necessarily too wrong. It's just, embarrassing. People were embarrassing. And okay, if you're going to wade into this little battle here, you better know what you're talking about, or else you're going to be regretting it. And will they regret it. Maybe. Who knows? We can maybe talk people's ears off about that, but don't know if this is like a streaming friendly thing to talk about per se. It will break the kayfabe way too much. Anyway, yeah, so let's see, what have we been doing this past week and stuff? Well, the main thing is, the first like major thing is, let's crack it open. We're gonna do a little bit of a little drinky stream. So if you have a drink, go get. If you don't have a drink, go grab one. It's okay. We can wait. Anyway, here is me pouring. And of course, oh god, it is bubbling. It is bubbling, and I have spilt a little. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's everywhere. I should have done this in the kitchen. I should have done this in the kitchen. Excuse me. I'm gonna go get a napkin. Here is your chance. Here is your chance to get yourself another drink of water or whatever. And we're back. Anyway, yeah, we just poured ourselves a Pepsi Nitro because we bought a 4-pack for the weekend at Offkai. But unfortunately, we simply could not actually take it with us because our bag was way too full. Our bag was way too full with other things, and we could just we definitely were not about to. This was a sacrificable thing. So now we have a case, not a case, a pack of Pepsi Nitro in our fridge. Yes, still absolutely tastes like exactly what I remember it used to taste like. Tastes like girls. Anyway, so before we get into Offkai, I think starting chronologically, I think the big thing was we had friggin' jury duty for like a week, more than a week, and that was exciting. Not sure how well people know about jury duty, but like, holy fuck. Our county isn't like the most populous county, I guess, so we get called up pretty frequently. It's like we have a pretty populous county, but also, well, we don't. It's a big county, but it's not like a very, very dense county. So there's like, whenever there's like a crime, everything goes to trial and everyone gets called into jury duty all the time because they don't have enough people to keep up with the caseloads usually, I think. So anyway, we got called in again. This is like our 4th time going to jury duty, which, like, you know, okay, like, it could be worse. It's not like we're getting called at every possible opportunity, but every time it's like never the most opportune time. It's never like a time when we're like, yeah, we're pretty chill right now. We can go ahead and do it. There was one time that was pretty chill. It was like right before the holidays. But then the people doing the case just said like, oh, we're settling because we don't want to do a court case during the holidays. Which was like, good job, lawyers. I'm glad that y'all realized that this was a terrible thing to do. But no, instead this time, you know, start of the summer, everyone is about to enjoy going on vacation, and instead, we just get called in to the courtroom. Hey Tara, how you doing? And so yeah, we get called into the courtroom. We're like, oh geez, this is like a criminal case. This is gonna suck. I guess I gotta pull like all of my lawyer cards again. Be like, hey, I used to be friends with the public defender, and you know, I think police are inherently corrupt, and you know, just start making it sound like I'm the worst person for the prosecution to ever have on their team, on their jury box. Unfortunately, and you know, like that typically gets us excused very quickly because we're immediately like, we can pull the lawyer shit, you know, like we're like, yeah, no, we can be impartial. Like the law requires that we be impartial, but at the same time, can anyone be truly impartial? No, never. We are all biased in some way, and that those biases will inform us. Also, California State's format of admitting evidence to the court relies on the Fry system, which is outdated, and therefore I do not have much trust in the California court systems. No, never. Actually, nobody is capable of serving as jury. Yeah, it's true. Even we, your cat goddess of infinite patience and love, cannot be free of judgment. So, there you have it. But yeah, so like we're really getting prepared, right? Like we're prepared to like pull whatever stops necessary out to just make sure that we are not on the jury. Then we get called into civil court, which is then we're like, oh shit, it's a civil case. That means that I can't just say that I'm against, you know, cops. That's our easiest out, right? We can be so anti-cop, but no, civil cases are a little bit more complicated. And it turns out this was a blessing in disguise. Also, you know, the judge was kind of like real with us and was like, hey, you know what, this is a pretty short case compared to things. Like, it's only going to take 10 days, like 15 days. Average cases run 10 days, and there's an ongoing murder trial that is going to take 3 months. So, hey, guess what? You lucked out. I'm like, okay, that's fair. That's kind of fair. At the same time, it is a civil case, and it is between a bunch of not so much rich people, but like, you know, a bunch of people with a lot of money who made some stupid mistakes and decided to sue each other over it, and now they're trying to, you know, I don't know how to put it. We don't know how to put it. It's just like somebody bought something without reading an online review and got really mad about it because I guess it cost them a lot of money to fix the damages, and now the suit is going through the court to show, you know, for fraud or whatever. Like, at the same time, like, honestly, just it sounds like, you know, buyer's remorse. I feel like, yeah, you bought it. You just because you don't like something after you bought it doesn't mean that you're entitled to sue people for it. Never do that. Never. And like, you know, the defense was like, hey, do you think there's too many what do you call it, lawsuits? Are there too many frivolous lawsuits around? And I'm kind of like sitting there, yeah, stop clogging the courts, right? And I'm kind of like, yes, there's too many, there are too many lawsuits. Like, can you tell us why? Is there like a metric? And it's like, I'm sitting here, I have been required to appear in court to sit on this goddamn jury. That is one case too many for me. Is what I would have said. Is what we would have said if we were put in the hot seat. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we were never put on the hot seat. We believe that the judge and the attorneys also totally went ahead and surveyed a lot of people. We filled out a questionnaire, and like the questionnaire had a lot of interesting questions that kind of informed us where we were probably going to go with the discussion. And so, like, you know, given how explicit we were in citing why we are not qualified to be on this jury on that questionnaire, we think we wound up in a place where we were basically toxic to the touch. In any case, yeah. So, you know, they selected 24 people to be on the jury pool, 12 people in the box, and then 12 people outside the box, and they needed 3 alternates. If you've never seen how a jury selection process goes, or have never sat in a jury, we think the best way, like, weirdly, the funniest and best way a jury selection has ever been portrayed on like TV was the what's that with Jason Spader? Fuck. Blacklist. Ironically, Blacklist might be the best show that's ever had a court scene that shows the jury selection process, which is really funny. Basically, in the Blacklist, Raymond, James Spader's character, is finally arrested for his crimes as a terrorist, and he demands a jury trial, which he's entitled to. And so a really funny thing happens where the show tries to figure out a way to rig a jury, and they go through like a bunch of things. It's pretty funny. It was pretty funny. It was a nice episode. I think it's like season 5-ish. It's a mess though. The show is an absolute mess. Yeah. But yeah, so in any case, we were like, out of like 24 people, out of like the 75 or 80 people in the courtroom, we think we were like 60th in line as far as people getting called. It's also kind of ridiculous that we're not excused. There's that secret, like, they know that everyone knows that we're not going to get called, like, because there is physically not enough excuses to get to my name on the list, but they still kept us in court because of the potential non-0% chance that we might end up being selected as a juror, right? So after like the first selection of the 12, they excused too many jurors that there weren't enough people as alternates. Like, they got 12 jurors. They got their 12 jurors, but then they exhausted their alternates. And instead of, like, excusing the 50 people, like, excusing, like, 30 of the 50 people that were still in the pool, they just told all 50 people to come back the next week. And, you know, of course, like, the next week after that, they were like, well, we need to start at 9 a.m., but unfortunately, there's been a huge accident on the freeway. And, like, 5 people in the jury pool could not make it because they are commuting in from that side of the freeway. It is standstill. All the lanes are closed. No one can get... Those people can literally not get here. So, we're just gonna wait for them. So, yeah. We just sat around in the courtroom for several hours. Luckily, we took our laptop and we did some work. But, God, that was... Like, that is such a waste of time, right? It kind of sucked. But in any case, they selected 10 more people, and then they excused like 3 more people for like other extenuating circumstances, and then filled another 3, and then from those 10 people, they selected 3 alternates. But this all took like, God, like 3 days plus, like this was supposed to take, this should have only taken like 2.5 days, but it took 3 days, right? And if in the off chance that we were selected, it would have meant that we would have been sitting in a jury right after Offkai while Lily was visiting us, sitting at home. Yeah, it took a while, and it was mostly like, it was really wild. It's a civil case, right? So the attorneys are allowed to present a quick argument to help the jury come out with their biases and inform them what the case is about, which we feel is a little bit ultimately kind of unfair, because when you expose people to the case, at least, you know, in an introductory form, it's kind of bullshit, right? Because a case is a jury decides based upon the evidence that's presented in court, and only the evidence, and therefore anything the lawyers say is not considered evidence. It is just simply the lawyers are presenting you the evidence that is to be discussed, and you know, they are part of the procedure of helping you organize your thoughts, and so allowing the lawyers to make an opening statement right before jury selection is like essentially just helping you also just create a narrative even before the actual like case starts, right? Like you already know what this is about. This is you know, it was basically a case about buyer's remorse, with some fraud mixed in, blah 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 blah, right? Anyway, so yeah, the good news is it had something to do with real estate. And we, in our professional capacity, know a lot about faulty construction and real estate. That is our bread and butter. We were never going to be selected for this jury because honestly, yeah, like selecting us for the jury would have been that would have been terrible. So anyway, we were free. We had fun. We got out. And the very next day, we went to Offkai. Offkai, hello. Okay, so yeah, anyway, let's talk about Offkai, right? Let's talk about them Offkais. So, you might have recalled that we went to a little thing. That the reason why we've been missing from the internet for a while is that we have been out and about going to a convention of sorts. Let's see. And so, what better way to bloop? Yep. Bloop all you like. So, you know, actually, let's get to the heart of the matter first. We're here. We're doing this. We're gonna put this here. Doop. Oh, okay, that's huge. That was way more huge than I thought it would be. So yeah, we're gonna tell you about Offkai. Okay, so this is essentially we were here. We're gonna move ourselves over a little bit, maybe. Let's see. We're just gonna be like, yeet. I think that's good, right? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Anyway, so we went to Offkai. We met a bunch of YouTubers. It was really cute. It was fun. We got to finally meet the absolutely famous, absolutely esteemed Chisikoyote, as well as Lily Lycoris, and a cast of a whole other people. You know, it was really nice. It was really nice. Some of the people that have followed us in the last week or so are from Offkai. How they decided to follow me, who knows? But good on them. Hope they're here. Hope they're tuning in. Hope I'm not scaring them away. Well, as this ad is running, hold on a sec. Well, we gotta load up those photos too, right? We prepared photos. Isn't it? We're professional, right? We're professional. Oof, that is huge. So yeah, we were all packed up. You know, we commuted by train. We went to Burlingame in which is just south of San Francisco, south of the airport. It takes about an hour and a half for us, but it's fine. It was overall a fun little time to get there. And so for our first stop was, of course, San Francisco Airport. But no. Why are you like this? There we go. Yeah. So we went to SFO. Took the tram, met up with Lily, and got on the shuttle, and went to Burlingame. It was lovely. It was a lovely time, right? Okay, let's see. So yeah, Offkai takes place in the Hyatt Regency, which is like one of the weirdest hotels that you'll ever have to endure, probably. It is a solid square. It is a square hotel. It is a square hotel with rooms, a hallway, like a stack of rooms on either side. One looking outwards, one looking inwards into the atrium, and then a giant atrium area where, I guess, you know, events and shit happen. Endure. So, beloved Atrium Chan, as they call it, it is the center. It is the center. It is the focal point of Offkai. Everything happens. Well, not everything. There's like panel rooms and everything around here, and there's other places outside of this, little hallways off to the side, a stage area underneath. But like Atrium Chan is where everyone meets, everyone eats, everyone coughs on each other and gets COVID. Don't worry about it, you know, right? Like this is where everything happens. Lovely time, lovely time, right? That though is one thing to say though, because this year's Offkai was sold out. Holy fuck, everything it was LineCon Central. No end to, like, you want to go into dealer's hall, get in a line. Main stage, get in a line. Get into a panel room, get in a line. Do you want to just like hang out in the atrium? Good luck. You can just mill around. Maybe you can grab a seat, but yeah, no, there's too many people. There is way too many people everywhere. As somebody with social anxiety, it was definitely way too many people for us, but hey, whatever, you know, it's fine. It was lovely. It was lovely time otherwise. We were there for the people we wanted to hang out with, and that was what happened for the most part. So, like, you know, honestly, nothing to complain about there. Anyway, other things to keep in mind, like, you know, things that we did. We ate food. We ate so much food. We went first night. We went to eat curry at Curry Hugo. They absolutely overbooked the venue. Yeah, they absolutely overbooked the venue. It's like technically within the venue's limits, but also like. Let us just say this. There was enough venue to go around, but we also feel that programming was such that it was so like the programming was so staggered to give time for technical difficulties, and like granted, that's perfectly understandable. Giving more time between programming to allow for troubleshooting and setup is very important. But like, we feel like the overall flow was, there was like nothing to do for however much long, and then suddenly, bam, 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 if you want to do this, everyone shows up there, kind of thing, right? And it was definitely a lot of corralling people around, which made it very, very stressful if you wanted to go to certain things. Like, if you are there at Offkai with the explicit intention of going to the Matara-Con and Mint Phantom, you know, special event, Zatsu event at the main stage, you had to be in line, and you had to be in line early enough so that you didn't like get bumped off and you couldn't make it, you couldn't sit down. And I mean, they filled out the entire like main stage auditorium, which is huge, right? Like, I think I'd say like a good 500, 700 people could fit in that room, and you know, it filled. So it filled to capacity. Wild, right? Yeah, probably more actually. Who knows? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, and then like, of course, being a weeb adjacent con, like, you know, you try to get curry from the nearest curry shop, and suddenly like they are busy out the door because everyone wants curry. Everyone wants Katsu curry. But luckily we lucked out. We got ourselves some menchikatsu and a boiled egg. Lovely time. We ate that with Lily the first night. Chizu came in on a later flight, so we didn't get to share dinner with them, with Chizu and Not, the first night, unfortunately. But the very next morning, of course, you know, yeah, food options at the hotel, Hyatt Regency, somewhat limited, but perfectly acceptable. Getting a latte and eggy sandwich, totally fine. Yeah. Other things though, like okay, here we go. Here is the friggin', oh my god, like filled out an entire ballroom, right, with people. You know, looking at this over, probably like closer to maybe like 800 people, maybe 900 people. Who knows? Like, because usually you set up seats and it's like 500. If you set up a table for these ballrooms, it's like 500 people max. But I think this is like double that given all the logistics. So like probably like closer to 800 and 900 people were in that auditorium space. 3 giant screens, all of them there, sitting like Matara-Con, Mint Phantom in the back. streaming live. It was really great energy, a lot of fun, you know. But yeah, you know, and also, you know, of course there was like the weeby aspect, right? The really weeby. So of course you got like, oh fuck, I resized this. We got Japanime games. Moving on. Yeah, fuck that. You know, we you know what we never did that we kind of we neglected to do? We should have done though. We should have done the what do you call it? The model meetup cell phone pick, like take a photo of your cell phones as everyone shows off their models. We never actually did that, now that we think about it. We were really too caught up, and also Lily and us, we definitely just hang out too much that we don't actually think to do that. Chizu as well. We were just hanging out with Chizu all weekend, so it was like, take a photo together. Oh yeah. Oh shoot, we never took a photo with each other. Oops. Oops. But yeah, hanging out in the atrium, doing things. But you know, we did finally, we did meet Chizu. We did meet Chizu, and it was a lovely time. You know, that's us right there, in our hotel room. See, we totally exist. We absolutely exist. There is no doubt about it. This is a totally regular photo, completely undoctored, exactly how it looked like when you if you were to meet us in real life. This is how it would look like, unless we're wearing our flesh suit. You know, Chizu and us, we both have flesh suits. We do, like, you know, have to look human sometimes, because people get freaked out when they see a walking and talking anime just walking down the street. Definitely a normal photo. Exactly. But then, you know, like, okay, so here we go. You know, we had Lily went off to the rodent room party, and let us just say that, oh yeah, the second floor was like the party floor, right? And like, some of these, this rodent themed room party with window washer fluid, cheese to do your mom, martini press, Moscow manual, rat piss, and get hydrated. Like, how can you say no to this? So we didn't actually go to the room party. We took one look at the second floor and how crowded and how much of a party it was this year. And we were just like, no, that's way too many people, way too many bros. We're good. Have fun, Lily and Chizu. You enjoy your life. That said, yes, Lily did get the rat piss. It comes in a piss collection cup, and they used egg whites to make it a little bit frothy. And dear God, how dare they? This is brilliant. We should do that. We should do this more often. Theme drinks, beautiful theme drinks. So yeah, what happened was, Chizu, Not, Lily, and us all went to go karaoke on the second night, and decided, like, all right, we're gonna first check out the room parties, and it was like very, very crowded in there, and we're like, let's try out the karaoke room, see how that's going. The karaoke was like 8-hour wait to get a song. Like, getting one song in gotta wait an hour. So we're like, okay, that's a lot. And so we were like, well, yeah, this is not... Are you saying it should be a little bit more yellow? A little bit more orangey? Make it look a little bit unhealthy? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying that this is a little too creamy and white? It should be less white? You know, some people have health issues, okay? It's okay. This means that this person might be a little bit diabetic. Might be a little diabetic, or, you know, had a very greasy lunch. And so there might be a lot of soluble fat in there. It's totally natural. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, if you got the rap, you know, if once the rap room party, you got this lovely rap pride ribbon as well. You can tell that we vicariously live through Lily for most of this stuff. It's fine. We're willing to live up to it. Anyway. Oh, but first night. Okay, let's see. Other things we did. Other con things anyway. We got like we went to go see ex Prism folks. A lot of them were guesting here, so that's like Pina, I believe that's Luna, Jin. Oh, what's their names? I forget their names. Ami and Astra. Yeah. Anyway, these folks all there, wonderful people, talking about whether you should be a corpo VTuber or an indie. Lovely time for the most part. A lot of interesting things to think about, probably. So, you know, this was like partially a professional development scenario for anyone who's VTubing, right? Because there's a lot of people who's going corpo now, especially because, like, you know, VTubing is fucking expensive, right? We said we're not doing this professionally and we're just doing this as a hobby, and that we're only gonna spend like $600, and then like $3,000 later we're like, yeah, just a hobby. Woo. Anyway, here's my throne. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, like, having the support of a proper, like, manager probably helps a whole lot, and having like gen mates and like a unit mate, like being in a unit really helps in terms of growth as a professional. There are downsides, of course, you know, primarily that you are going to be busier than ever, right? Because just because you have your other workloads lightened doesn't mean that you're going to be able to dedicate more time just to VTubing. It means that you're going to be doing other things to fill that time. You're going to be very busy, and you know, but like that support is pretty golden, and it's a pathway to a very not I wouldn't say maybe stable, but like, you know, consistent, a more consistent streamer experience and lifestyle. For us, we flirt with the idea. We joke that we should go corpo, but we don't think we'll ever go corpo. There is just no. We lack the time and effort and career motivation to go that direction. But who knows? You never know, right? Like, hey, like if we suddenly got 20 million subscribers and, you know, fucking VShojo like comes knocking on a door and says like, hey, you want to join us? I'll be like, maybe, if I don't have to stream at all. Who knows? Exactly. And like, that's the thing, right? We're not going to stream. We barely stream already. What are you expecting us to do? Anyway. For dinner that night, we went to a pizza place. And, you know, we had a nice little drink. We believe this was a screwdriver, maybe? I can't remember. Yeah, but it was lovely. Nice little drink. We actually had alcohol for once because we didn't have to worry about driving. We took lifts everywhere. So much less pressure when you don't have to worry about driving. We had like a deep dish pizza and like a flatbread pizza because the flatbread was good for like celiac disease issues, blah blah blah. But it was lovely. It was a lovely time. You can see Chizu's hand up there. But yeah, oh yeah, so like, you know, fun fact. So Lily's like, you know, hey, we pulled the Asian thing and, you know, paid the tab without anyone noticing. Like, we fucking noticed. The pizza boxes, like the to-go pizza boxes at the end of the night, they arrived and we were immediately like, okay, there's the check. Lily, hand us the check. It's like, oh, where's the check, Lily? Where's the check? It's like, well, I don't know where it is. And then like, it's definitely an Asian thing. Paying for a meal is an Asian battle. You are not Asian enough if you do not fight to pay for the tab. Anyway, yeah, but like, you know, we were just like, all right, Lily, if you want to do it, go ahead. I'm not objecting. I'm not objecting to getting a free dinner. We at least asked. We asked. We knew what was up, but we at least asked. Guilted them a little. There was no winning at that point. Lily had their hands on the check, and there was no physical way that we could pay for it, lest we just simply stand up to go to the bathroom and drop our credit card with the cashier and be like, hey, ignore whatever Lily says, just put it on this card. But, you know, that is the ultimate Asian move, but we didn't do it. It's fine. We paid for dinner the next night. But yeah, let's see. The next day, it was Saturday. Lily and Chizu and Not and us went out to do more things, hang out. This was like the busy day, right? Wait, do you mean pretending to go to the restroom and going right to the maitre d' to pay yourself without the bill ever coming is not Italian culture? I mean, well, it might be Italian culture, but it's also like Asian culture. It's basically any culture that isn't American, probably. Anyway, let's see. So, you know, by Saturday, Lily had enough ribbons that, you know, they had basically their very own censor bar, right? That's lovely, you know. That is about as long as Lily is. So good job on Lily. You can also see Chizu over here too. You know, what a fun time when we all get together like this. Yeah, like a lot of people were. The ribbon thing is terrifying. There are so many people with so many long ribbon chains. But then, let's see. Okay, here we go. We got... Oh, that's huge. You know. BART, our local transit authority, train system was also there, making standees. You could pose with the trains. It was really cute. This is their new trains. Lily was too tall for it, you know? It's fine. Also, the Bart has like mascots, which is like really cute, right? Like you can just hang out. Our favorite is Bailey, though, the goat girl. The system actually has goats. Yeah. Nimbus is their hawker. They literally also employ a hawker to scare away pigeons from various stations so that they don't roost there. Yeah, and the goats, well, they lease goats from a local farmer to basically eat a bunch of foliage on the side of the tracks. It's really cool. Jasmine is like the rail super fan, right? Like she's got the riz, you know, the tismrism. And then Mira is your faithful Bart employee. Lovely. Jasmine is just trans and likes trains. Exactly. That's all of us. But yeah, oh yeah, we also met with Mel, who is like kind of all of this is kind of her brainchild, but Mel is a good being. Hung out with her in the atrium as well a bit. Lovely time. And then this day we also went to like a branding panel to talk about like how to make your brand. We feel like we have a pretty good grasp on like our VTuber brand, you know? Like, it's very strong. We're just the soothing mommy type who's a goddess, slowly trying to envelope you all into being in a cult, right? Totally normal cat goddess behavior. So we think like our branding is solid. Not as solid as the military horse that is running for president, but you know, Tomoe can go ahead and do what she does best. Let's see. But then, you know, besides Tomoe's branding panel, I think the most helpful panel that we went to was the Avoiding Burnout 101 panel with Zumi. This was a blatant call out to both me and Lily. Funny story is that you'd think like, oh well, you know, Lily was, of course, should be called out for bad bad health habits. We were also equally bad. We have never touched grass. We were told to touch grass. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside and get sun. We hate the sun. In a year, we'll send you the contract to surrender all your belongings. Thanks, Fel. Please don't do that. In the stretch. Thank you. By the way, did you know that we implemented a new hydrate routine? That will guarantee us to know that we need to be drinking things now. I'm glad that it works. I'm glad that it, like, actually works. Anyway, avoiding burnout. So, Zumi, like, you know, had some really great advice, like sleep. Anyway, after that, we went to like, actually, we didn't do anything that night. I guess we don't have photos of dinner that night. We were going to go do some karaoke and stuff, but those plans kind of fell through. And so instead we had sushi, which we didn't even play games. We just handed over our credit card in full view of the entire party and said like, hey, put it on this card. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you girl boss it, right? None of this, oh, I don't know where the check is. No, when the check comes, you just pull out your card and just hand it to the server and be like, no, that's on me. I don't need to look at it. That's how you girl boss. Anyway. After that, we went to Paichi's party. Blue, blue, blue. You know, Paichi was cute. Like, that was a lovely time. And we were really peopled out, so we didn't, like, bother drinking that night or anything. But apparently there was no alcohol in the drinks anyway. Good on them. And then we tried to do the night market for all the porn, and it was just again, LineCon 2024, could not even fathom getting close to the adults market. So we were just like, you know what? No, we are not doing that. So we just decided to, too many people around, a little stressy. We got social anxiety, that's just how we are. So we just decided to go to sleep that night. Let the others have fun, go around, go party. Next day, we went to the Maid Cafe, and, that was lovely, right? Oh, and also, I think it was Saturday. No, I think it was Sunday. It was Sunday that we also went to the Studio Elan panel. Got to know that they also run like VirPro. Lovely bunch of folks. No, I think Saturday was the Studio Elan panel. But in any case, we got to check out Dealers Hall then, get some wonderful stuff. We'll show off our haul from then later. But also, good times to network. I don't know, like Elan, we used to run in visual novel spaces way back, like 2012-ish. Yeah, probably around then. So it was nice to see that the industry is, a little bit more stabilized, I guess, right? Lovely times. But yeah, like it was nice to kind of get to know folks, and like Studio Elan's like explicitly extremely gay, right? That's like super nice. And everyone on staff there seemed really nice. Like, I'm glad that they run a good ship, and like that they're making good stuff, because like it's tough out there to build not only just competently build games, but also like do good writing for them and like come out with quality content. Which we say acting like we've played a bunch of Studio Elan games, when in fact we have literally played 0 of them. We own Highway Blossoms. We keep thinking we should play that. We keep thinking like, oh, we should play Highway Blossoms, and we keep saying that while never playing it, because we are terrible, absolutely terrible at playing visual novels, because they involve reading. We don't read. We can't read. We're cats. We need things dictated to us. Which, okay, we technically have 0 excuse for Highway Blossoms, because it's apparently fully narrated now. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so Sunday rolls around. Sunday we were doing what was it? Oh yeah, diversity. Diversity in VTubing, identity stuff. So went to like the genderqueer, like the transgender panel. That was nice. Got to see a lot of queer streamers talking about their like what brought them to streaming and what encourages them, which is like slightly different from how like everyone's story is different, right? Like we've been trans a long time, so this whole VTubing thing and all that, this isn't really tied to our identity per se. It's super tied into our identity. Like we are plural. We do have three head. We're three cats in a trench coat. But like at the same time, like there are so many people, especially like since the pandemic started and all that, right? A lot of people doing a lot of inner soul searching, figuring out who they are, developing their own brand based on like what they see out there, or like building a character that's uniquely them. And like it was really nice to see so many people that have such amazing like concepts that they've kind of rolled with their stuff. Like honestly, we've seen them around, but there is a Brazilian VTuber named Sammy, who has done their model to be like literally a like what do you call it, like a Rococo style painting. it's really cool. It's really different, and like we've seen them around and we thought like, oh yeah, they're cool. We that's an interesting look, and we appreciate them. Yeah. But like, I mean, like their model is super cool. Like it is not like, well, I mean, like it's weird to say it's not anime, but like it's not a typical style of art for VTubing. Ours isn't either, but like it's a very different look, and it's super cool that because of their sort of their gender fluid, non-binary identity, they literally have not a redeem, but like a hotkey that eats off their boobs, like hilarious. It just goes yeet and flat chests. It's hilarious, and we really appreciate it. That was funny. Otherwise, also, just kind of like having an opportunity to not meet, but like witness so many of these people. We did get to meet Odyssey Eurobeat, whom we are somewhat fans for. We like Eurobeat music, and Odyssey's probably about one of the few people still in the Western world who still composes music for that genre. Well, absolutely lovely to meet them, her. But yeah, that was an interesting panel. Also, got to see some people there in that mix whom we haven't seen in a long while. And it was nice to like, just know that people are doing well, right? Good for them. Anyway, after all of that, we definitely went to the trivia game thing. This was also X Prism Prima. They are now called Prima, with Pina, Mako, a wolf, and Shiki. I forgot the wolf's name. Please don't kill me. I will. The trivia game was pretty fun. Like, hi Rainbow, how are you? we're just going through our day. Like, you know, we didn't mention Rainbow. Oh man, we didn't mention Rainbow. Rainbow, yes, you were with us for trivia at least. But like, we totally, we wish we could hang out more with Rainbow. You dear, it was lovely to see you. You were on the list of people that we really wanted to meet, and you know, we're glad that we got to meet, you know, hang out a little. We wish that we had more chill downtime to just kind of vibe, but such is this con. It seems that we just had so much going on all the time. Speaking of people that we were meeting, aside from Rainbow, Lily, and Chizu, and Not, whom, you know, we kind of hung out with, and of course, like, you know, meeting new people too, like Paichi and all those folks, super cool. But like, we weren't really expecting to meet anyone we really knew. Turns out, like, Iridescence from our chat was there. We knew each other from a while back, but turns out, yeah, he was there. So lovely to see him. Unfortunately, we were on our way to, I believe, the Corpo versus Indie panel at the time. So it was literally just going, "Hey, how are you? Great to see you!" And then we just ran away because, you know, that was one of our things. Maybe next time we can plan going to Maid Cafe. Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, we did do the Maid Cafe as well. And it was like a seating for 5, but we were 4 people. So maybe, who knows? Maybe next time, Rainbow, we can work that out. The Maid Cafe was really fun. We're typically, like, you know, us, as we keep saying, we're super socially anxious, right? And part of that comes from us, like, not wanting strangers to pay attention to us. So, like, maid cafes are naturally, like, the most terrifying experiences for us, is when it's like, it's an entire experience dedicated to a bunch of cute girls coming up to you and saying, like, you know, "Welcome home, mistress. Like, would you like some tea?" And, you know, it's like, "Here, let's make this omelet really tasty for you," and all that kind of stuff. Like, oh my god, that is so exhausting to us, because then we have to put on our face of like, "Yes, thank you, we love this. This is we are having so much fun being, you know, coddled. This is by people we don't know. Like, this is so out of this is a fish out of water experience for us. We are terrified. We are scared out of our wits." But luckily, like, literally going with, you know, people we know and who are way more social and who can cover for us, to take all those social cues, makes this experience far more enjoyable, right? So we just got to sit back and watch people be cute, while we were just like, yes, Maid Cafe. Yeah, no, this was, and like, the other thing is that, we lucked out. One of the maids working there, was somebody that we knew. So our maid was actually, the person, we knew. We managed to set that up. So, like, it was a lot more casual and, like, easier for us to kind of get into it, rather than dealing with, like, "Oh no, this random stranger is serving us food and acting very, like, familiar with us." But also, you know, going with 3 other people definitely is, like, way more, it helps lessen the impact. The moment we're like, if we go to a restaurant, we're the type of people, we're like, you know, if you come up to us every 5 minutes to ask us how our food is, or if we want a refill of our drink, or if we want anything else, or if we want dessert, or if we want any, like, if we need like more time to decide, we get antsy and annoyed. Gotta head back to work? Okay, yes. Have a good day at work, Rainbow. Take care. Yeah. But yeah, like it's one of those like, oh my god. But luckily that did not happen. We took a nice choki with our maid. It's lovely. We're not gonna place it. We're not gonna put it up here today because, you know, we didn't Photoshop that one. But yes, by then we were pretty tired. We were pretty tuckered out. You know, 3 full days of con going, walking around. We probably walked more than in the last week than we did all last year. Because so let us tell you something. Let us tell you something. Okay, so right here at the very bottom. Oh, you can see it. You can even see it. Okay. You can see right down here at the very bottom, you see the escalators? You see how there's like one side that's just completely like blocked out? Yeah. You see that blocked out escalator on the side there? So that is the down escalator going into the main part of the atrium. Yeah. And on the right is the up escalator. So this is Thursday evening, as everyone, you know, this is day 0. Everyone's kind of getting settled in. It's like, all right, yeah. No, everything's kind of, you know, it's good. But then we, you know, as we're walking around the atrium, we find out like, oh, the up escalator is out of commission. Well, that's fine. I mean, the down escalator is out of commission. No, that's fine. As long as, you know, the up one's still working. It's not like the end of the world. You know, going up is always the harder thing to do, right? But later that night, like not even like 2 hours after we saw this, the up escalator also broke down. So for the entire length of like the actual con itself, the escalators were down. And this wouldn't be such a bad thing. Like, this is a modern facility. There's elevators. There are other ways to get up into the atrium. So it's not like this is the end of the world, right? So like, yeah, you see here, actually here, we should have probably, ugh. So there's like stairs here, right? So there, you know, it's not the end of the world. There's stairs here, and there's like an elevator to this end here. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with this venue. One is, okay, yes, there are stairs here. These stairs are the opposite of they are on the other end of the hotel from the elevators, right? And a lot of things that happen in the con are actually on the side where our what do you call it? Camera is, right? Like, you can go down the stairs in the back there and snake your way around, but you have to snake your way around and back over to where my camera is, essentially, like to the corner there, because that's where Dealer's Hall is. If you're going up, you have to get up to the atrium, the central part of the atrium, and then wrap around to the outer perimeter to get to Maid Cafe, to the industry booths, to the panel rooms. If you want to line up for the main stage, you have to go, again, down this way and back over to where the camera is and go out the door because, you know, the lines were out the door. So the escalators being out of commission was actually pretty debilitating because it adds so much extra walking to your day. Honestly, that was partially why my feet were so sore by the end of all of this. It was just so much walking back and forth, and then going up and down the stairs just to get to one event to another. And like, you'd think, okay, well, sure, but why don't you just take the elevator then? Which is a fair enough assumption, right? Like, yeah, sure, but also you're taking an elevator for one floor, which is, it feels like something that if you don't need to use the elevator to get around, not necessarily something you want to be doing all the time. And also, you have to wait for the elevators. And there's only one bank of elevators. There are 6 elevators, but it's only those 6 elevators in that bank serving the entire hotel. So, irrespective of whether you want to be on the lobby floor or the atrium floor, you have to share that elevator, that single bank of elevators, with everyone else going up to like floor 9 of this entire hotel. So, I mean, if anyone's going up and, you know, they're taking their time coming back down, you're waiting for that elevator. Elevator comes to the atrium to take you up to the lobby, could be full, right? A whole lot of little things. And so, you know, like when you're waiting for the elevator, you're like, well, what if I just take the stairs? Then you got to go all the way across one arm of this hotel and then wrap back around up that staircase in the main lobby. It was so much. It was so much, honestly. Yeah. It could have been better, but honestly, whatever, right? Like, it's fine. It's fine. And like, this was also an issue with the overall access of the entire building, right? You only had staircases on one side of the building, which was opposite from the escalators, and there was nothing on the other 2 corners of the atrium. You could not get up or down from those other corners. You only had one bank of elevators to service the entire hotel wings. So if you were staying in a hotel room, like all the way back here in the back, you can probably hear that lovely truck, Amazon truck backing away. If you were staying in one of these hotel rooms all the way back over here, guess what? You are taking an elevator from where this photo was taken, like the vantage point that we took this photo, and you're walking all the way around the perimeter of the hotel to get to this back area here. It's like, it is a trek. It is a little trek, right? And like, our room was somewhere around here. It was on the other side facing outwards, but like our room was like somewhere here-ish, right? So it's like every time we wanted to go back to the hotel, it's just like, okay, we got to get up the elevator and then walk like maybe a quarter mile, right? We had to walk like 500 meters just to kind of like get there. It was a lot of walking in retrospect. Not too bad, but like, you know, it was a lot of lost time, we felt. Anyway, by the end of Sunday, it was just, we were tired. We were tie, and Chizu had a flight to catch. So we headed off, we packed our bags, we got our bags from the lobby and got on our airport shuttle and headed to the airport. We saw a Mako Samijima car. What a lovely thing. An Itasha of VTubers. Everyone's saying like, oh, you should make our car. We should make our car Itasha, and we're like, no. But honestly, more power to people who want to have this kind of car, right? Let's see. So then it was sad. It was sad saying goodbye to Chizu and Not. We already missed them. It was our first time seeing them. But, you know, all good things must come to an end, we guess. And we saw them off at the airport. And from there, we took the lovely, lovely Bart, Bart once again, back home. Unfortunately, when we fucking went to go to take Bart home, turns out a huge leg of our trip home was unavoidably under construction, and so they shut down the trains, and we had to get off and get on a packed bus with all our like suitcase luggage and everything, and our feet are like in complete pain, right? And we stood on the bus for like 20 minutes to get into the city before we could transfer back onto a train to head home. So yeah, by the end we were just kind of like it was okay though, like could have been worse. Could have been anything can always be worse, right? After that, we finally got settled. We had some ramen. Went to a local ramen shop because Lily just said they wanted ramen, and we're like, there's no good ramen places around where we live, but we'll take you to this place because you specifically said ramen. We warned you. You said it was okay. We'll take it. We'll take you to this ramen. What ramen place? Honestly, what ramen place uses red cabbage? That's wild. Red cabbage and ramen, like, wow. That's a brain right there. That's a brain power. And so yeah, we had a nice time, we had our nice little dinner with Lily. Totally undoctored photo again, right? Lily and us just chilling, having our little ramen dinner. It looks pretty, sure, yeah. I mean, like, it looks fine. And like, was it a bad ramen? No, like, serviceable. Lily only has one dress, sadly. I mean, she could take off her jacket, but we only have two clothes. We only have this dress, and we only have this. We only have a kimono. So this is the only set of her clothes. All of her money goes into new models. No, all of her money goes into Digimon cards. Get it right, Fel. And very next day, Lily headed out, but before we did, we had to work. We actually had to work, but we also just had an extended lunch, took a little extra time, went to go eat Jollibees. Did you know that? Like, we've never had Jollibees before. It was an okay experience. Lily said that their spaghetti is mid. We agree. It's nothing. Like, is their spaghetti the most amazing thing on earth? No, it isn't. Is it fun? Is it interesting? Yes. Like, there's hot dog sausages in their spaghetti. Like, it is everything we expected a fast food spaghetti to be, and it is nothing more. Good for them. Their chicken, though, amazingly good chicken. Loved it. Lovely time. We're good. Honestly, like, they have Mountain Dew on tap. How can we say no to this? Absolutely. Going back again. New favorite fast food joint, honestly. Nothing else to say. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, Oh yeah. Well, here we go. And here's our little badge. You know, we had our flesh suit on, so we were cosplaying a human all week. Surprisingly, we didn't get as much of a time. We didn't have enough time to really like network, so we didn't really show off our model, and we didn't like talk to people. We're like, hey, I'm a VTuber too. Like, honestly, like when you're at a VTuber convention, everyone's a fucking VTuber too, right? So you don't, and we're not really a social butterfly or anything, so we're not like telling people, this is our model, check us out, you should go see us on twitch.tv/Chiaki747. Like, we didn't do that. Honestly, we should have. This, you know, we could have had tens of people watching if it were. Instead, we will have to make do with our dedicated fan base here. Other things though, like let's see. So here is our loot, I guess, right? This is everything we got. Pretty fun, pretty good haul, we feel. Had a lot of fun times here. So like we got some chokis, which was actually okay. So the funny thing here. So Lily got us a Pia plushie, so that came with the Pia. We got this Off-Kai thing just for going to Off-Kai. We got the Mataracon sticker because we went to the Mataracon and Mint Phantom thing. The Pia plushie also came with this pickle pin that was cute. And then Luna, it was our maid at the maid cafe, and these two were part of Key's group, whom we also met at the con. They were fun folks. And then for some fucking reason, out of fucking nowhere, we got flashbanged by a friend of ours from like high school era, who is now the mascot cosplayer for Stoneforged. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, so, you know, that was interesting. We were like, what the fuck? What are you doing here, May? We actually didn't get to meet May because, you know, she lives in Canada, and so her data plan sucked. But we promised each other after the con, next year we are hanging out. We're gonna hang out. Also, apparently Stoneforge can do like VTuber computers, like slapping on a VTuber on a case, right? So, you know, honestly, maybe if we have like $3,000 laying around, should we? Probably not. Probably shouldn't. But who knows? What else? Okay, so we got ourselves a bunch of gacha pulls, right? So we got some cards, we got some coasters from the cafe, and key thing here, bloop bloop bloop, pop. So going to the maid cafe got you these two coasters, one of Sam, absolutely guaranteed, right? We also get the collector's card for Maid Sam too. Cute. Love this lovely heterochromic horse girl. And then we got Haruka, a deer VTuber. Cute. Lovely. Don't watch her, but I mean, I heard she's cute. Got nothing else to say. And then we got the cards for El Cox? Socks? Who knows? Looks great. Have no idea who it is. We should probably look them up later, right? That's how these things go, right? You just look up the VTuber you pull and be like, who is this person? Unfortunately, we did not get any people we know, but whatever, it's fine. And then you have the Right Honorable, the former deputy head of the council, Lady Samantha Joel, Off-Kai McOff-Kai Face, Burlington the 14th, patent pending, the official name of the Off-Kai mascot, short name Sam Joe. She was named by Idol Corp's Rin Penrose, who accidentally submitted a joke submission for the naming contest. And of course, just like any case where you slap something, you slap the name Bodie McBoatface on, you automatically win with that thing, no matter how good the other names are. Oops. It's fine. Sam Joe's a good name. You can just call her Sam. Sam's a really good name. Let's see, what else did we get? So, yeah, we got stickers. We got so many stickers. Of course, the Key and Yarny Land stickers were free from Key and Yarny, who were there as part of Key's crew. Lovely people again. But we bought this Hello, My Name is Biscuit, Brisket, Baguette, Bracket, Budget, Bucket, Brisket. That's a great name for a horse. Yeah, I mean, it's a very original name. Hope somebody names their racehorse that, right? And then we got the trans rights sticker, thinking that the trans rights shirt was sold out, but it was actually still on sale. So we went back and bought the trans rights shirt. We're actually wearing it right now in real life. So, yeah, this is such a fucking Lily and Bridget with two Blah Hodges. Peak trans. Lovely. Oh shit, did we? Yeah, we did. And then over here you can probably see a very small sliver of a Studio Elan print that we got for free for attending the panel. That was lovely. What else? Okay, moving on. Lily got techwear from Chiro, but we got a bunch of pins. Lovely pins. We love these pins. We're not sure what we're going to use them for just yet, but we're going to absolutely be putting them on various articles of clothing and wearing them around. We like them. No. And of course, Bart was there. They had a little stamp machine, or well, a stamp thing. So we made a little stamp for San Francisco International Airport, and then yeah, that was nice. Nice clean stamp too. Pretty straight. Glad that we got it, and we also got I Love Bart's badge and a Bailey badge and a Nimbus badge. We're gonna give the Nimbus badge to Nick later, but yes, we met Melody from Bart and hung out with her for a bit, and she gave us the badges. Lovely time. Nope, you stay. Let's see. Oh yeah. So yeah, we got more stuff for Nick and Freya. We got these little cute little pins of Free Ren and fuck. You can tell we don't watch Free Ren. We just associate this show with Freya and Nick and just accept that that's them. We should watch Freerun. We should actually sit down and watch Freerun. It's been on our list for a while. We also got, when we bought the Freerun pins, it was really funny. The artist was like, and since you bought 2 pins, you get a free keychain. It's of Nyanners. And we're like, thanks. Cool. Appreciate it. I don't know. Maybe we'll use it. Who knows? And yeah, so that's our haul. That's our haul. We had 1 extra pin, but we already gave it away to Lily stuff. Yeah. And our final badge was about this long. We didn't do a lot of the ribbon stuff, mostly because we're just terrified of talking to people. But we could have, we should do more ribbon stuff next year, maybe. It was lovely though. Oh yeah, and the Pia plushie. Pia plushie's really nice. You can strangle her, and if you're not careful, she might split and become 2 Pia plushies. Be very careful. Pia's just a nice person, you know? Good VTuber. We actually didn't really spend any time with her this year, but Lily spent a lot of time, and honestly, it's been good to reacquaint myself with her and her antics. She is in Hawaii right now, sipping on pina coladas, right? Damn. Living the life. Living the life. Going to Offkai, then going to Hawaii? Holy shit. And then after the con. After the con. So we were at work, because, you know, gotta make money somehow. Gotta pay for these models somehow, and, you know, whatever. But, like, we went to go get coffee at our local weeb cafe. For no other reason than just like, we just wanted to check them out, see how they're doing. There's some construction going around, right? So we were just like, hey, how's business? And, you know, as we said, they are the weeb cafe. They are nerds. They are of the people that we are from. So, you know, we went over and we noticed that the owner was wearing a Chiro shirt, like they were wearing a shirt. She was wearing a shirt that was by this person, right? And we were like, oh, okay, it's very unlikely that this is just you know, it's a coincidence. It's highly unlikely it's a coincidence, right? So we're like, did you go to Offkai? And they were like, yeah, we went to Offkai. It was so much fun. It's like, oh, cool. You were at Offkai. That's so cool. That's so nice. And so we got to chatting, and they gave us stickers and like all this art. And it is the most weeb coffee you will ever have. But it's good coffee, you know? It's good coffee. So if you ever want some weeby art and, you know, nerdy coffee, check out Screensaver. Get it? It's Screensaver. Kids today don't know what a screensaver is, because it's become a completely archaic term. Oh no. But yeah, they have a bunny VTuber mascot. That's so cute. Coffee loving bunny. And yeah, that's about it. That's our Offkai recap. We didn't catch COVID. Poor Chizu caught COVID. Last second, it seems, at the airport or something. But fortunately, we are not pregnant yet. We're good. So if anyone was hanging out with us, don't worry. You didn't give us COVID. We didn't give you COVID. We were also messed up, so you know, hard to get anything either way. So yeah, how was that? How did you like our little report? We had this was fun. This was overall fun. Next year, will we go to Offkai Expo Gen 4? That is a very good question, right? Probably. Yeah, we'll go. Especially given the fact that you know, Chizu is rearing to go. May, the cosplayer who is working for Stoneforged that we mentioned earlier, is planning to go, and we've known her for 21 years now and never physically met because she lives in Canada. So honestly, you know what? Like, I would do it just to go meet her. And then of course, you know, Rainbow, I presume, is going to be there again. We would love to meet Rainbow again. And also, you know, all the people that we met this year, like at the Paichi party, all those folks were cool. So now that we've kind of gotten a better feel for them and, you know, acknowledge them as friends, we would have less of a social anxiety thing going on where we can probably just hang out and chill more. Would totally appreciate that more. Like, yeah, we'd probably go. Probably still be anxious out of our minds because of the number of people. And also, yeah, okay, here's some other thoughts that we were having. So one thing is, this venue is no longer viable for Offkai. Yes, 3 years, and everyone loves Atrium Chan. Everyone loves Atrium Chan. There is no denying that Atrium Chan is best girl. But we can't all fit in Atrium Chan. She's not big enough for us. And there needs to be more stuff happen. Like, we feel like the con really needs to expand. We're all too big for Atrium Chan. Yeah. I mean, or you know, Atrium Chan needs a little break, you know? We can't just constantly be using Atrium Chan. Give her a little break. So, honestly, if they move it to a larger convention space, probably better. One with like a more streamlined pedestrian flow, and one with like accessible food options, right? Because like the Hyatt Regency is in the middle of an industrial park area. It's not like a super industrial park area, but it's a low-lying area next to an airport where nothing sensible is going to be built, right? It's all going to be low-rise office buildings, warehouses, and then a few hotels. They just have those giant-ass hotels right next to the airport just because somebody is going to, you know, have a delayed flight that gets them stranded at San Francisco for a day and they need to stay somewhere, so the airlines don't want to send them to a Motel 6 and they send them to the Hyatt Regency or the Marriott or something that's like 5 minutes away, just so that people can be like, well, at least we're at a nice name brand hotel while we sort out this flight delay, right? That's what that is what these hotels are for. They aren't really built for like a destination. Unless, I mean, and some people do stay there for specifically a destination, right? But no one's like super excited to no one's super excited to be there. I think the only non-con people that we saw at the hotel were all airport or airline staff, pilots, attendants, who were like, well, we're in San Francisco for the night, we're just gonna stay here and, you know, go out the next day. That is literally like most of their customers. Just so that, you know, and like if you're planning to go up to San Francisco, it is like it is a 20-30 minute drive, or like a 20-30 minute train ride away. So it's not like, oh, I'm in San Francisco, let's do touristy things, we're gonna go get food in San Francisco. Like, no, it is a whole thing if you want to do that. If you want to get anywhere outside of the Hyatt Regency to do anything, you are looking at least a 10-minute something or other, where you either call a Lyft or an Uber to get, you know, and then drive out to the nearest commercial strip, which is a mile and a half away. It's not, it's like, it is 2.5 kilometers away. It's not that far off, so it's not that bad. But then you realize there's a freeway between you and that commercial strip, so you're walking over a huge pedestrian bridge. You have to climb a hill, you have to cross like 10 lanes of traffic, and it's like really just, it's not walker friendly, right? And if you want actual good food, aside from the curry place, you're looking at even going out even further. If you want to go out to the karaoke place that we were going to, that is another, like, even further out. So it's like all of this, because we feel probably Hyatt Regency is like probably an affordable option for a convention space, but it's too small now. It is way too small. Their hotel restaurant can only do so much, and it's not like anything special. It's very much the, we have you trapped here now, so you are forced to eat our food kind of restaurant, rather than people come here to eat at our restaurant with something cool. Like, would you like a chicken sandwich with some fries? That is what you're gonna get, because there is nothing else here. But yeah, like, you know, it was all right. It's been a good run there, right? Last year was probably the best vibes. It was good vibes. Not a lot of people there. VTubing wasn't as huge, and so, I mean, it was getting huge, but it wasn't too bad. And it was nice to hang out with folks there. We got to meet a bunch of, you know, fun folks. Pia, Rainbow, you know, a lot of those folks we would not have met if not for Off Guy. So, like, definitely it is a good place and an opportunity for us to kind of hang out. But at the same time, then you have, like, you're kind of stuck. And this is, you know, and so if we move this to like San Jose's McHenry Convention Center or something, like in the middle of San Jose's downtown, then we're talking like you can go get some burritos. If you're not feeling burritos, you can get Thai. If you're not feeling Thai, you can get burgers. If you're not feeling burgers, you can go get, like, I don't know, what else is there? You can get boba, you can get milkshakes, you can get crepes. Like, there is so much around downtown San Jose. You can get Japanese food, you can get anything you want. And it's all like a relatively acceptable walking distance away. And the convention center is also huge enough, like, it's big enough and its walkways are wide enough that you're not feeling like you're constantly just in this cattle ranch of, you know, nerds getting ushered from place to place in lines. And that's like a huge thing. That's like the user experience. The con-going experience at McHenry is way less stress. Only thing that we have that we take issue with McHenry is that, you know, mass transit wise, it is a little bit more iffy. You're transferring through a number of transit modes, no matter how you do it, right? You get on BART, you get off BART, you get transfer onto a bus, and then you gotta walk. If you get to the Deradon station, you get on a tram, and then, I mean, at least the tram goes straight to your hotel. But like, that's a lot of stuff, you know. But there's ample parking. It is definitely designed for parking, like driving there. But it is generally like, it feels like there's less stress in the transportation there. Monkey paw curling scenario is that it gets moved. Like, it gets moved out of the Hyatt Regency and it goes to the Santa Clara Convention Center, which is like also a pretty accessible and nice convention center, but there's like zero food options. There are zero food options surrounding there. There's like a Great America amusement park and two, like the football stadium is right there. Aside from that, nothing. Stretch. Okie dokie. Sip, sip. Thank you very much. Yes, we took a little sip. We took a little stretch. We all good now. But yeah, where were we? Like, yeah. McHenry is, I mean, Santa Clara is generally a good place, but it's got these issues where there's so much extra bullshit. There's plenty of parking, but like parking that's like across the street. So if you park there, it's not like, oh yeah, let's just get in a car and go off. You're kind of committing to going somewhere. That said, the Hyatt Regency parking is atrocious. That's why we took Lyft everywhere this year. We were not going to drive our car there because it was going to be pay $40 a night to park in a parking structure that is not designed to have more than 5 cars inside. We exaggerate, of course. There's like parking space for like maybe 100. No, there's parking space for maybe like 200 people, 200 cars. But it's the tiniest spaces on Earth. And given that this is the Bay Area where everyone likes to drive their giant ass trucks or their giant ass Teslas or their giant ass SUVs, it is a nightmare to park in any kind of parking garage that wasn't designed for like a truck. Yeah. Anyway, so we had yeah, that's kind of our principal complaints with the venue, but like overall I think it's gonna be fine. As long as that gets resolved and we move somewhere a little bit more accessible, a little bit, you know, a little bit more breathy, we'd be super down with that. So yeah, that about wraps up our thoughts on Off-Kai Expo. Off-Kai will definitely try to go next year. Bloop, bloop, bloop. In any case... Oh yeah, one other thing that we were thinking about that we were really, like, okay, so we mentioned earlier that we might, like we're not interested in going corpo, right? We're not going to be doing the whole, what do you call it? Like, we don't want to be putting our effort into becoming a professional streamer. Off guy's good, but too full. Yeah, that's basically what we're saying. We're just trying to yap, you know? Oh yeah, that's another thing. We've gotten into calling ourselves yappers. What a thing. Yappers. And you can speak Japanese. Not Japanese. Japanese. Yap, 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 yap. But yeah, so, like, there is the gift of gab that's helping us sustain our stream. And overall, we know that people appreciate our sort of chill vibes and everything. That's all good. We appreciate that. We are finding our own place here. At the same time, our feeling about growth in this channel, you know, developing a brand, going corpo, doing our best, becoming like a sweaty streamer who knows what they're doing and whatever, getting a soundproof room, getting a powerful computer, playing more games, you know, regular schedules, collabs, you know, like all that stuff, we're probably good. And there was nothing more convincing to us to cement our thoughts on this than attending the Mint Phantom and Matara-Con Zatsudan main stage event. Honestly, had a lot of fun. It was great. I love those two. They have great chemistry. They were hilarious. Really appreciate it. There was like a guy on stage. We actually don't know who the fuck he was. Some guy in a flesh suit. That's fine. That's all fine. But like, we like VTubing. We like VTubers. We date a bunch of VTubers. We love anime. We cannot stand. We absolutely cannot stand the VTuber fan base. Oh, God. The people are scary. They are so down bad. And like, that's the thing, right? Like, Chizu was saying, like, well, Matara-Con and Mint Phantom's fan base, like, the fan reaction from that event was nothing different from what Chizu's chat usually is. And it was like, that's fair. That's very fair. But also, that's not who we cater to. And like, we are hoping to God that we don't get like, we don't start getting a bunch of people who are just watching us and being like, oh yeah, you know, we like doing this. We like the funnies, we like the memes, we're gonna ship the streamer. I mean, like, if that's people's brands, fine. You're down bad for VTubers, but I have the decency to date them. Fel, that's worse. That's worse. You realize that, right? That means that you've overstepped the parasocial boundaries and you are infringing upon your Oshi's personal space to, you know, become a part of their life. Yeah, that's worse. You are literally getting past the kayfabe to date people outside the context of them being an entertainer. You are no longer having a parasocial relationship with them. You are having a actual relationship with them. And honestly, like, that's fine because we have been dating outside of that context. You weren't even like, I think Yeah, we met after we debuted, right? Probably. Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like, do we want throngs of crowds cheering for us and shipping us with random VTubers? Do we want brainworms? Do we want to drink piss for the bit? You know, like, maybe not. Who knows? We're probably not prepared. Like, we get panicked. We get panicked when people buy us games. We get panicked when people call us a good bean. So, like, honestly, fair. We're probably not cut out for the corpo life. Let Lily handle that stuff. Yeah, we'll let Lily be our corpo VTuber girlfriend. We'll let all the corpo VTubers that we actually know in the background be our corpo VTuber friends, and we'll just live vicariously through them. And, you know, that's fine. That's fine with us. We don't need this. But yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to continuing to grow. Like, honestly, as we were saying, good call, that would be the social one. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, okay, so as we were saying, with the VTubing and identity panel, where people were coming in and, like, kind of discovering and molding their, you know, models to be more accurate to who they are, and, you know, representing who they wish they could be and all that kind of stuff. You know, like, there is some of that in us too, right? Because the whole fact that we are a Perverse VTuber is that we wanted to be more plural rep, and that's why we also, you know, stream with the plural tag too, right? Like, we're here to hopefully be somebody who can really, you know, be around for folks, and, you know, be not just be representation, and also be a comforting community member, so that people can, like, chill and not feel so weird about it, right? Like, that is why we are streaming, aside from the fact that we wanted to stream with girlfriends. And, like, yeah, like, that isn't necessarily something that, I mean, it's not entirely mutually exclusive to a corpo identity, but the thing about, like, doing this as a professional corpo venture would mean that we are trying to attract as many people as possible and have mass appeal to the VTuber audience, rather than to this very specific niche of queers who are plural, who like cats, and, you know, need a low stress, soothing, mommy type VTuber, right? Yeah, you think we don't know what we're doing, but we put a lot of thought into this, and also have, like, a shit ton of actual, like, work. Yeah, we do a lot of branding in the background. We just don't talk about it. So yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. Pretends to not know, you know. Exactly. So I think that about covers where we were going with all of this discussion, right? And we've been yapping for a good 2 hours. Non-stop. Wow. That said, we are not done today. We will be taking a break. We are going to be taking a break to, you know, it is the hottest part of the day. It is 32 degrees in our room. That's like, what, 86, 88 degrees, 89, maybe 90 degrees in our room right now. In Freedom units. And it is very warm. It is very, very warm in here. We have terrible, terrible what do you call it? Like things that keep the hot out and the cold out. Insulation. We have terrible insulation in our room because our house, as much as we love the fact that we own it, had some shady ass, sussy workmanship. So our study, where our computer is technically just cinder blocks. There's no insulation in this room. So it's boiling hot in the summer and blisteringly cold in the winters. Cold, we can manage, right? We can always put in a heater. Our computer can run at max fan speed and blast hot air at us. It is fine. Hot, on the other hand, heat, on the other hand, there's no way to get this hot air out of this room. We just have to wait. We have the windows open. We have the fan going. You heard the garbage truck earlier. Everything's going. Like, this is nothing. This does nothing. The temperature only climbs in this room. But it will get marginally better in the evening tonight. That is our hope, anyway. Because it is only going to be, it is only 77 degrees outside. That is in the proper units, 25 degrees outside. It is 25 degrees outside for some reason, and 32 degrees inside. This is the suffering we get for shoddy workmanship back in the 1980s or 70s, coming back to bite us because boomers never planned for this. Yeah. But in any case, I'm sorry, we keep getting sidetracked on what the main reason of all of this is. Tonight, later tonight, we will be restarting a different stream, this time playing the wonderful and absolutely glorious Bunny Garden. That's right. Actually, hold on. That is the wrong fucking picture. Excuse me. What is going on? There we go. Bunny Garden. Need to give more emphasis on the boobs, you know? Yeah, so we'll be playing Bunny Garden tonight. It was gifted by the lovely Toast Crust. Booba Garden, yes, exactly. This is a game, we'll talk about it more, during stream, of course, but like, we were super, like, this is a game that harkens back to some of the games that we wanted to play way back when we were college-age kittens, watching Let's Play videos of Dream Club on Nico Nico Doga. And, we are excited. We are excited to spend all of our money on girls. Not that we don't already do that, but we want to spend all of our fake money on fake girls to have a fake relationship with more girls. And maybe become bunny girls ourselves. In any case, thank you all for joining today. We're going to take a temporary break. And let's see. What is Key doing? Key is playing Pampas and Celine the Maze. Oh, Key just started streaming. So tell you what, we're gonna raid over to Key and just say hello. He was a great person to meet and hang out with. So send her my regards. She is with Cereza as well. Alrighty. So we're gonna do raid message. Raid Keelier. And our raid message will be doop-a-doop-doo. Off key raid. Because he had a off-key planning channel called Off Key. Oh shit. Alright. We'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.